We're getting to know a promo artist. It's episode 1.
That's me. That's me.
OMGitsKrispy, the current reigning NGT World Heavyweight Champion. OMGitsKrispy, the only man to
longest reigning,
technically kind of sort of defend his championship. I don't know. Like, do we count those as defenses? One was a no contest. One turned into a 2 out of 3 falls match. But he didn't lose it in the first competition.
Exactly. So, I mean, I still hold that asterisk next to it because I haven't successfully retained my title. I don't count the no contest. And because this one's become a 2 out of 3 falls, I have to win that next round. And then once I do and I break that curse, then I will gladly hold that, first like successfully defended. I just know that I've held the title the longest.
I feel that. Okay. So if we're getting into this, if you don't know what NGT is, I don't know why you're watching this, but it is a promo battle league on TikTok. You can go ahead and follow Next Gen Talent on TikTok. You can join the Discord if you want to join in on the fun. OMGitsKrispy on TikTok, HeelHugz on TikTok. We're going to be talking about a few things today, one of which is how you got into the promo game. What made you?
So how I got it.
Let's start off with a little bit about you. Let's do that. I want to know behind OMGitsKrispy. See, I know, but how did you get your name?
How did I get my name? Well, it's a very simple way. It's just my name is Crispy. That's my last initial. So forever, I've always been called OMG. Haven't always been called OMGitsKrispy. That was more of my Instagram name at the time because I was trying to think of something clever with my name. And I think somebody else had like a WTF, it's so-and-so. And I'm like, I like that, but I'm not going to like copy that directly. So I was like, what can I do? And I'm like, OMGitsKrispy. Like, it sounds like a pop, it sounds really good. And it's like, especially if somebody's saying it, then it just had that sound to it that I was looking for. So I decided to roll with that.
It just had that vibe.
Yeah. It really had a vibe to me. And it's like, originally my name on TikTok was Cameraman Crispy because I used to film, for weddings, birthday parties, indie shows. So it was cameraman. But every time I would talk to somebody, like if I jump into someone's live and King Heel Josh is a victim of this too, he would call me Cameron. And I was like, God dang it. So I was like, finally, I just made that decision. I'm like, let's just switch it over. Let's go like to the OG name from Instagram. Thankfully, you can change it on TikTok. And I was like, now everything is OMGitsKrispy. My TikTok, my Twitch, my PlayStation, all that stuff.
I dig it. So you've come a long way since Cameron.
I have.
So you said
I went from being just a.
You said you did recording for indie shows. So what got you not just to the promo scene, but what got you into the wrestling scene on TikTok?
So when I used to have TikTok a long time ago, but I deactivated that account. But when I got back into it, I would see a lot of people posting wrestling content, and I didn't know wrestling content was a thing on TikTok. So when I first started following people, it was the first two were Lou Nonsense and King Heel Josh, back when he was just Heel Josh at the time. And I would follow them, and the more I liked their stuff, I would see people like Susie Q, Smithception, all these different people, and I fell in love with the whole aspect of it, of being able to because being a wrestling fan, I'm sure as you know, you get a lot of flack from people just about, oh, you like wrestling, it's fake, right? It's like, okay, yes. And so it's like, it was kind of cool to be comfortable to be able to talk about those things on like a public platform. And of course you have those people that still comment it, but it was more of like, I'm able to connect with a whole group of people that I don't have that surrounding me. So I remember I made a video talking about how the two people I wanted to follow me at the time was Lou and Josh. And Josh followed me right away. And we instantly clicked. We would talk all the time just about wrestling and stuff. And he was actually how I got into promoing, because I would see his promos early on. And I didn't know that it was really a thing like that. So I was always like, oh man, this is so cool. I want to get into it. But at the time I had no confidence. So I was I kind of just stayed back, and I was more of like a watcher than somebody who did it.
So that bleeds into my next question, which is what actually made you make the leap and start promo battling? Like what was the final catalyst for you actually promoing?
So I think the final catalyst for me was when I had seen NGT, like, because I saw the early, TTWF when everybody started joining that. And at first I'm like, God, I am nowhere near as good as these people. Like, what is like, I didn't want to just, do that whole like start promoing just for fun, because like I was so like, if I wasn't promoting against somebody, I didn't have that back and forth. I didn't know how to build that back and forth. And I was like, I'm not going to do this. But the moment I saw you had posted about NGT, I was like, oh my God, this is super cool. So I can actually like join a group and like, own my skills. And I had cut my first promo, and I didn't know about the Discord at the time until Josh had sent me the link. He was like, hey man, liked your promo. You should join the Discord. Let HeelHugz know, that you're there, blah, blah, blah. And I think within 24 hours, I had my first match for for that week, I think, because I started like I think it was on a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah,
And
our first card for NGT was real weird. It was like a 4-match card, and it was just, I don't even think it was on a Friday. It was just like, hey, we just want to have some matches. So we just threw it together.
I think I was on the one after that because I know that there was people like I saw people's promos and stuff, and I saw people were tagging everything and adding NGT, and I'm like, I was like, I have to be a part of this. So it's like half of me was like the self-confidence thing where I'm like, God, you're gonna suck at this. You're gonna just job to everybody. You're not any good. Like you're not a character. Like, you can barely talk as it is. You have a heavy lisp. And for me, I was like, you know what? Like TikTok now, it like went from me trying to like gain followers, like I'm just gonna have fun with this. Like I really don't care. So I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do something for me. And like promoing was always something like from seeing everybody, it's what I wanted to be a part of. And then like so once I joined NGT, it just kind of took off from there.
So who would you say is your dream opponent? Now I know you already faced Josh. So I don't know if that was your dream opponent. If it was, then who would be your dream opponent now?
So at the moment, because one of my first ones was Skylar Mars, and that happened. Josh was on deck, that happened. I think I have two at the moment, and that would have to be Macho Fan, Ryan, and Lou Nonsense. Those are two that I've followed all their stuff, and I know that with Ryan, he doesn't promo as much. I know he's just more actively involved in the community and stuff, but I would love to have that story with him. Now that would be like TTWF. I think just in NGT alone, because it's a whole different pool of talent down there. There's so many great people from, I've got Rogue right now. Mikey PS6 is like my top. I love him. His stuff is so great. I think just to pick from the NGT roster, it would probably be either Mikey PS6 or Heel Ace. I know that we've talked before, and I think we would have that great chemistry, because to me, it's not all about just going up against a name. It's about having that back and forth and building a story, because that's what people are going to be. They're going to be into. They're going to want to follow. They're not just going to want to see a one-off match. They're going to want to see that, oh, dang, there's a build-up here. I want to stick along for the ride.
I get that. Now, my question would be, you mentioned some of the people from NGT, and you mentioned a lot of people that are either champions or like higher up in the card right now. As a locker room leader, which you are a member of staff in NGT, you are molding the future of NGT as well. Who do you see that maybe isn't on the radar? Who do you see that maybe is the next OMGitsKrispy?
Ooh, that is a tough one. Because like everybody, when I think of something like that, it's people who already are kind of well established in either champions or holding that spot. But God, kind of put me on the spot there. I would say with NGT, one of the next like rising stars would have to be. See, I don't know. I really, it's like when it comes to it, it's like exactly. There's so many people. There's like what, over 100 and something people on that roster alone. But like there's Exactly. Yeah. And we've had on just one card, we're pumping out matches, we're pumping out talent left and right, that it's so hard to pick just one, because there's people like the people in my group, the FOF, the Future of Face Club, like Junior, Prince of Darkness. Like, I love his stuff. He's getting better every day. I know White Mamba, he's also a really great promo artist. I would have to say, like, are you talking like next person that could, like, I think fill my shoes as like a champion, like a heavyweight champion, or just
who do you see that maybe could be a future world champion who maybe isn't in the world title picture right now?
See, it's like I feel like I sound biased saying this, but I think Alex Stryker, because seeing from what he started at, and once I started working with him, his game has gone from like here to here. Like, with every promo he cuts, he gets better, he gets more creative. He's learned to have fun with the hype promos and bring the intensity to his match promo. And like I said, I know that seems biased, but I think I could see him as a heavyweight champ.
That's so weird. I hear his name a lot, but he's never made my list. So real quick, we're going to jump in to the second half of the show here. But real quick, we need to touch on the sponsors. First off, make sure to go follow OMGitsKrispy and myself, HeelHugz, on TikTok. If you want to get involved in what we're doing, join the TTWF and the NGT. Go ahead, follow Next Gen Talent on TikTok. Join the Discord. It's where everything's happening right now. It's where these matches are going down. And it's where all the fun is. And then also, our other sponsor is, of course, the Heel Club t-shirt that you can get over at teespring.com/stores/HeelHugz. It comes in a variety of colors and sizes. You can get all kinds of stuff: purses, dog hoodies, pillows, throw rugs. Why don't you talk about how great the Heel Club shirt is, Crispy?
It's a nice shirt. It's very makes me think of, what is that, NWO? But I like the font better, though. I'll give you that. You guys have better font.
I don't know what NWO is. I'm not familiar with that. Let's go ahead and jump into the second portion of our show here. This is going to be a little bit of rapid fire. Okay, this is going to be a lot of interesting questions. Okay, so we're going to go head to head. All right, so if you're prepared, are you ready for the lightning round?
I am. I can't promise that I'm lightning fast, but I'll do my best.
Well, I'm going to ask you a few of your favorite things, and I'm going to ask you some other things that are very important that the audience out here wants to know. Okay. First off, what is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Captain Crunch.
Peanut butter or regular?
Regular.
Or with berries?
Oh, berries. Berries takes it all.
Because I was like, oh, wait, there's berries. What is your favorite Saturday morning cartoon as a kid?
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power? I like it. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
What is your favorite soft drink?
Dr. Pepper. Cherry Dr. Pepper, to be exact.
I enjoy the specificity. English. What is your ideal first date?
My ideal first date? It would have to be dinner. Probably I'm cheap, so probably like something like Panda Express, and then just a movie at home, whatever's on Netflix and chill, essentially.
That leads actually perfectly into my next question, what is your favorite guilty pleasure movie?
Favorite guilty pleasure movie? I would have to say, have you ever seen The Room?
I have actually not seen the entirety of that movie. I've just seen a lot of memes and like videos of it.
It's like it's the worst movie ever made, but it's one of those that I just can't stop watching. It's like a car wreck. You can't look away. And I've watched it so many times. It's
What color underwear are you wearing?
Black.
Do the carpets match the drapes?
Yes.
Okay, good. What is your favorite brand of toilet paper?
Costco.
Oh,
so
nice.
Kirkland, is that it?
I was going to say, what is your favorite off-brand snack food?
My favorite off-brand snack food? Any kind of sour gummy worms. I usually go for like the Target brand.
I'm down with that. What is that? Is Target have a brand name for their off-brand, or is it just Target brand?
No, I think it's like I don't know if it's like Market Pantry or Market Essentials or something like that.
Not a
I used
sponsor.
to work
Doesn't
there. I
matter.
should know these things, but
Especially, I actually, funny story. This isn't a podcast about me, but I did work at Target for like 3 days. Favorite ice cream flavor?
cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. Is there a specific brand?
No, I love all cookies and cream.
Okay, and then a very important final question. What is your favorite thing about me?
Oh God, I do like. Am I only listing one, or do
Your
you want
favorite
like
thing
a few?
about me?
I think my favorite thing about you, Hugs, is how accessible you are and how helpful you are in the community. Because though you are the leader of Heel Club, which is like you said, the bad guys, but you're not really bad guys, and you are like the personification of that. Because I know that anytime I've had questions or concerns, I can bring them directly to you, and you don't like blow me off. You actually talk to me. So
All of that is Face Club propaganda. But I do want to thank you for your time. We've come to the end of the show. If there's anything you want to give a shout out to, go ahead and give a shout out.
Well, of course, I want to give a shout out to Face Club and my guys over in the future of Face Club. You know, we're doing big things in NGT.
We've run out of time today, and no, go ahead.
I saw that one coming. But yeah, no, just that, and obviously shout out to Next Gen Talent. Make sure you come on down, join the Discord if you want to even just view, but we've got a whole plethora of knowledge. The best of the best in TikTok wrestling are there, and they're there at your disposal. So join up.
I just wanted a little bit of an image of you with the Heel Club.
I saw that. I saw
screenshot.
that.
I'll send it to AJ and be like, all right, man. But I appreciate you being on the very first episode of the show. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I'm very glad that I could have this first experience with you. Honestly, as a person who created NGT, who wanted to see what we could do about, making more people interested in what we do, you honestly have made me very proud, and I'm very excited to see what you do in the future. It makes all the time that I spend doing this worth it. Absolutely. Seeing you and that first class of guys come up. So that includes A+, Demented, Rogue, and Alex Cuts promos as well. It's definitely been my pleasure. It's been my honor to work with you guys. And hopefully everybody who watches enjoys this as well. We will have some stuff up on TikTok. Again, make sure you follow OMGitsKrispy on TikTok. Make sure to follow HeelHugz on TikTok. Also, make sure to follow MachoFan RHE, just because that's my dude. And TTWF, NGT, all that good stuff. And I'll be back with another one of these some other time that is not right now.